What's up, y'all? Big Red here, coming at you another episode of Earl Curls, where we're still kind of doing a little testing on this like max AP build. We're gonna go back with the Enclave Flamer. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Thank you, my subscribers. We'll just see how powerful the Enclave Flamer really is, or the Plasma Flamer. With the Vampire's effect, how will it compare to the Anti-Armor? For those who maybe you want more of the immortality effect and playing instead of doing the Anti-Armor and getting max damage, or you just want to stay alive and thrive. See how much damage you'll be missing. Let's see how good it does with the vampires. It's weapon speed, minus 25% action point cost. We got the calibrated capacitor, extra 100% critical damage, the aligned flamer barrel, stabilized stock, medium night vision scope. I know it's not the reflex, would have helped AP just a little bit, but max accuracy is higher with the medium night scope, 99. We got the poker paint, we're getting 206 on the damage. In the build, we got Traveling Pharmacy to thrive and survive out there, the chems and Wasteland. We got blocker, 45% less melee damage, definitely essential, low health. Even with vampires, Earl kicks us when to go spam us, we'll be able to take it. We got all our commandos maxed out for damage. We got tank killer for armor penetration, concentrated fire at 1, ground pounder at 2. Sorry about that. For reloads, we got life giver for 45% max health. Definitely makes you tanky, definitely need it when you're playing low health. We got Iron Stomach for damage resistance, Ghoulish to get a little radiation healing from slime pools he puts down, natural resistance for the give us poison and give us fire resistance because we don't have no Punky does. We get everything invested into our legendary perks to make this build work to get max damage. So definitely essential. Thirst Quencher is essential. It gives us max 100 plus to our max AP. Makes it possible to stay in VATS while using Enclave Flamer without coffee, which makes it a beast. Not close to the auto axe, but you know, it's number 2 so in all my testing so far, so it's a pretty good boss killer, and it melts everything in regular play. Fireproof for damage, protection from fires and flames, radical carry rate, revenant. We're going to revive ourselves. Got Scout's banner going, so we'll get a little extra damage at the beginning. Got tenderizer. We are solo, that's why we don't have no strange numbers. Tenderizer for damage, Nerd Rage for damage, for also gives us 40 damage resist, 20 damage, 15 AP regen, with below 20% health. Definitely need that when you go on low health. Don't be scared to go low health. Plenty of cards to help you go and keep you alive and thrive. All our science cards are maxed out for 30% extra damage. Gunsmith at 1 to add with our Soul Engineer to give us a 45% break slower. Batteries included for carry weight over ammo. We got Action Boy for AP regen, Evasive to give us extra damage resistance and energy damage at 45. Definitely max that card out, be using it. Born Survivor for stim packs to kick in, Adrenaline for max damage up to 60%. We'll be keeping that going. Dodgy to avoid 30% of incoming damage. AP's high enough. We'll definitely need this. Even the vampires, if we go to reload and Earl goes to kick us, that'll help us. Premium for sprint at 1 to get a little AP regen whenever we do kill a Wendigo. Better criticals for extra 100% critical damage. Serendipity, almost guaranteed to take less, almost 50%, you know, chance to avoid damage. So it's pretty great. Starts genes for mutations. Critical Savvy, get that crit every second shot. And we're going to put Tormentor on to keep Earl at bay. Hopefully it works good for us. All the legendaries are invested into our perk loadout to make the build possible. Now solo, I mean, playing on a team, you can change the things up and you would have to, but solo, I think that's how I suggest to do it. We got agility boost, we got bobblehead energy guns, giving us 20% energy gun damage. We got some serums, cancel negative effects. We got Tesla Science 7 for extra 100% critical damage from energy guns. Being that we're not, I need to take a Silt Bean Soup. Also need to take a Rad Shield, help with radiation. Alright, now you see AP's almost 800, 783. Thirst Quencher is giving us 103. Our endurance is 23, agility is 56. Luck is 38, so we're doing A-okay with all that. We got company tea for AP regen. We got this Steep Melon Blossom tea, giving us +4 to our AP, and we also got Steep Melon Blossom chai, giving us +4 to our agility. That's at an extra 80. Plus we got Sweet Bumper tea, giving us 100% critical damage. You can use black soup. We also have, like I said, soybean soup, giving us extra endurance, which is making us more tanky. Soybean puree is also giving us more damage resist. Certain in some berries, make sure we got enough luck. I don't have +1 luck. Armor pieces, I got +2 agility. I got adrenaline, bird bones, eagle eyes, egghead, electric charge, herbivore, hermetallic marsupial, skelly skin, speed demon, and unstable isotope. And we have full set of ultralight, silver engineer with +2 agility, asbestos line on the chest piece. That's what makes this build possible. Be able to stay in vats and not have to spam coffee, which changes the game for the Enclave flamer. There's no pausing, there's no, I'll stop there. We'll do a tater salad to revive ourselves. No pausing to have to do coffee, which helps you stay in vats and helps you melt the balls down. We're gonna do a cranberry meatball grinder to get a little bit more health. There we go. Stop right there. Get our blowfly syringer. We won't stack up our adrenaline by using a blowfly syringer, so get a little extra damage at the beginning of the fight. Damage is there. Looks real good. It won't be as much as anti-armor, but we'll see. Is it worth going for vampires? You know, that to stay alive? Alright. Maybe it is. I don't know. We're gonna see how much you'll miss out if you go vampires. You will get. It still melts everything in regular play, though. I mean, but what will you? How will it affect your run against the boss? All right, here we go. Let's do liquid courage, overdrive. We're still getting 1200 on criticals. So, still looking good. There we go, it's locking in now. So 1200 on critical is really good. It's doing really good damage against Mr. Earl. It's locking in now. I would have to say, you know, it's pretty much, it is a valid option. I mean, it's doing really good. Doing really good. Hey, Earl, let's brush those teeth. Let's brush those teeth, Earl. This is really a fun build. Uh-oh. That's okay. Now we just gotta hope we can stay alive and thrive. We broke our vampires. You be a good boy, Earl. Be a good boy, Earl. He's a good boy, Earl. The vampires did really good. We switched over to executioners. Got him. The vampire did really good. It just couldn't make a duration of the whole fight, but the anti-armor couldn't do it either. But we're gonna compare the two. Definitely a valid option if you want to go with your Enclave Flamer with a vampire's effect on it. It gets really good damage against Earl. And this build, like, it is a super fun build, man. That's all I can tell you. I mean, it ain't that hard to make. You know, you got to do a little grinding, try to get your ability to make +2 agility or get the mods, put it on your armor, a little bit of food buffs, but thirst quencher and unyielding armor, and you'll be right there. You'll be able to take on Mr. Earl Williams. You don't have solo if you want to, or on a team, and be able just to stay in vats and be able to use the flamer without coffee. And that's just amazing to me. Even the vampires just it shredded Earl. I mean, really really cool. I think it's really a valid option, like I said, for the Enclave Flamer. Using the vampires mod on it, it got really good damage. We're getting like 11 over 1200 with criticals on it. So definitely a way to go if you don't want to have to worry about dying and you want to be immortal. You still can be able to have your cake and eat it too, get high damage numbers, and still be able to thrive and survive without having to worry about Born Survivor kicking in or your stim packs working properly. So, yeah. Well, all right, let's compare it to the anti-armor and just see how far off it really is. It just shows that, to me, you know, the Plasma Flamer is definitely one of the second top boss killer. Back in the day, it used to be like one of the #1 boss killers, had its reign. So, like, you know, certain nerfs and more health and all that, but, you know, I think most had like a 13-second time. So it was at one point one of the top boss killer, but now it's actually made a comeback. It's #2 behind the auto axe. So, all right, let's compare it to the anti-armor. All right, we got the anti-armor on the bottom, and we have the vampires on the top. Obviously, we were getting more damage with the anti-armor. Pretty easy comparison. Like I say, we're already to the 3rd star. Vampires is taking a little bit longer, but it wasn't bad. It's crazy because I actually had a better time with the vampires at the end. I think it was more of my play, but it wasn't because the vampires was more powerful. Definitely look now, I mean, anti-armor is pretty far ahead. But I think some things happened with Earl in the middle of the fight where I think my anti-armor broke before I could switch to executioner. So I started using the executioner a little bit earlier before that 40%. So, and I just played a little bit better on the vampire run. The vampire run was under 3 minutes, and the anti-armor run was like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. think I could even get it better with the anti-armor. And the anti-armor run is a carnivore run. So there ain't much too big of that, but 50% is really, I know it's not like canon and people will be like, oh, you're not herbivore, you're not getting the max, but it does matter, but it's not that big of a difference with Enclave Flamer. If you're a carnivore, you're getting 50%. I mean, you're still getting a lot of damage and a little bit extra AP, but it ain't so much more AP either. It's really, carnivore is easier to get. I mean, so that's the easier play style. But anyway, vampire's weapon. I know they're good and they could be a boss killer. I mean, that's why I did this video. If you want to go with vampire's effect and over anti-armor, you're not going to be missing too much damage. And with the right play, with anti-armor, I mean, I might have catch it up with the anti-armor eventually with the executioner. Definitely need an extra. If you want to play the Enclave Flamer with this build, you definitely need a executioner with your anti-armor. And I'd have a vampires too. Vampires are more than get you by. Like I said, I got under a 3-minute kill with Earl with that and the executioner. Earl's is so tanky. These runs are harder because used to you can get him in a minute, under a minute, or even within 2 minutes. There's less wind to go spawn, and you have less of a chance of getting one shotted by him. But when it's health so much, you can get halfway down, have one little slip up, and your whole run's ruined. So it is a lot more challenging. And the vampires will definitely do more than A-OK to keep you alive and get you good damage, especially in team play. I mean, you're not going to be missing out on that much. I mean, look, as you can see, I mean, you still are going to melt all your enemies in regular play with the vampires. So it's definitely a valid option to go, especially with the Enclave Flamer. It's definitely a valid vampire boss killing weapon. More than capable of getting you by in the wasteland. But it's your wasteland, we're just living in it. I just want to give you a comparison, show you what a little bit of damage you are missing on. There is a difference, but you're trading off the difference for survivability, and you're still melting your boss down. So it all depends on what you want. You want high risk, high reward. You want max damage, go with anti-armor. You want survivability and mortality, go with the vampire. I mean, have one of both. That's my suggestion. Why settle for one? But with all that being said, hope y'all got something out of it. Shouts out to the vampire users out there. Vampires, like I said, it can be a boss killer when you get the right weapon with it. And Enclave is definitely, right now, I can't wait to the next update, be able to tweak the build out and really do some build videos, because the auto axe is #1, of course, but the Enclave Flamer in my mind right now, I mean, we'll see what happens with the Gatling Plasma, with AP costs on heavy guns. Maybe it's going to change a little bit, but it is definitely a strong #2, and really nothing even close besides the auto axe. But so tell me what y'all think about it. Y'all like the Plasma Flamer? Have you played with one yet? I'll do another run with the regular Plasma Flamer, so you don't have to have an Enclave. It's still going to do the same type of damage. Yeah, I'd like to know y'all thoughts on it. This is Big Red. Hope y'all thriving and surviving out there in Wasteland. I'll see y'all in the next one.